Hey, folks, and welcome to week number 9. So we're getting ready, obviously, for SA3 here. This week, it's going to be a busy week. Just as a heads up, got 2 turn-in dates. You're going to watch the video. Yes, I know that says week number 10. That is a mistake. It's just taking a quick sec to update. Then you're going to watch using the SA3 notebook. One of the things I'm going to do during Unit 3 is instead of giving you a bunch of individual templates, I put them all into a notebook, and you're going to do all your work in this one single notebook and then submit pieces along the way. I'll show you how to do that. I show you how to do that in using the SA3 notebook video. You're going to do the SA3 SIFT rubric and the SA3 proposal. Okay, so that's for Monday. You'll do the SIFT rubric first, the proposal second. The SIFT rubric should help guide your proposal. For Thursday, October 16th, I want you to look at your feedback on your proposal, and we're very much going to get into a place in the semester where, like, you turn a piece in, you get feedback. You turn a piece in, you get feedback along the way. So just be prepared for that. You're going to watch Breaking Down the Big Question video, and then you're going to complete the SA3 research questions. This is only the question part of that. I will show you that right now. Okay, so there is a video here for using the SA3 notebook. It gives you a quick explanation for how to do it. Everything we do will be in this notebook during Unit 3, okay? There's a place to submit your SA3 SIFT rubric. I'll show you that in a second. There's a place to submit your SA3 proposal, and there is a sample proposal that you can actually take a look at here, okay? This actually uses the meme that we used in the video explaining SA3 last week, okay? All right. Then there's a video called Breaking Down the Big Question. Please watch this. Couple sets of sample research questions that you can take a look at, and then a place to submit your SA3 research questions, okay? Now, like I said, a lot of this will be over in your SA3 notebook. So the SA3 notebook, I mentioned this in the video, looks like this, okay? I'm going to bring it over here so you can see all of this. If at any point you can't see the sections, they're buried in this little marker right here. Just click that. The tabs will pop out. So the SIFT rubric you should be familiar with because we used it last week in our class discussion, our last research discussion, right? Just trying to understand what do we know about this source. So just like we did last time, you can put your source that you're going to focus on for SA3 in this section, okay? If that's a meme, go ahead and paste it there. If it's a video, put the link there. If it's an article, put the link there. Whatever you need to do in order to put the source here, okay? And then, of course, you're going to complete the remaining 3 sections. What do we know about the source, okay, the author, those sorts of things? What do we know about what the other coverage says, just broadly? And then finally, where do these claims come from? We want to do our best to try to understand where the claims come from, because if we understand where the claims come from, we can successfully figure out where they are right and where they are wrong, okay? So again, here is the SIFT rubric, the SA3 proposal, okay? So you're going to do the proposal. Again, a place to put a link to your article, your meme, your video, whatever it is there. What your research question is. Everyone's research question is going to be the same, which is this meme or video or whatever accurate, right? Did this really happen? Is this an accurate claim? Again, why it matters, why it's worth researching, and then what particular aspects are you going to look into? Again, okay, if you head back here, there is this sample SA3 proposal, should give you an idea of the specifics that you might want to include, okay? Now, the final part, and this is for Thursday this week, are the SA3 research questions, okay? Breaking down the big question goes and explains sort of why we break a question down into smaller chunks. The bottom line here is you're going to put your central research question right here. That central research question will be, is my article or meme or video or whatever correct? Okay, that is our goal with SA3, is to answer the question, is this piece of news, this piece of viral news accurate? Okay. Now, you're obviously going to update that phrasing so it just doesn't say, is this correct? But you're going to say, is it true that these 4 cities contribute so much to gun violence in this country, that blah, 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 blah. Okay. We want to focus in on that. Now, the first thing I want us to do is to understand what we need to know in order to answer that larger question. Okay. So breaking down the big question will give you an overview of how to do that. Each of these should be smaller questions. Okay. That if you can answer all the small questions, you should be able to come up with an answer to the larger question. Okay. There are 15 slots here. You do not necessarily need to use all 15. If you need more, just copy and paste and add more. One additional thing I have added recently is a spot for potential search terms. So as you are looking for answers to these questions, what search terms are you going to put into the library databases to try to get those answers? Now, the other 3 sections, who do we think would have the information, the answer, and the citation, we're not doing until next week. Okay, so all you're going to do this week is submit the central research question, the red part, the smaller research question, the green part, and the purple part, just potential search terms for each question. Okay, again, the how to use the SA3 notebook will walk you through how to download and submit these. But I'm hoping that this is a little bit easier than a whole bunch of individual templates that you've got to deal with. Everything will be in one spot. As you're writing your draft, you can always come right back to your questions, all of those sorts of things. Okay. As always, I am here to help. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let me know.